Alright guys, this is going to be the tutorial for the choice project for photography. This is the glow outline tutorial. You can use a photo that you took yourself from your phone. You would just need to download that to your Chromebook, so you could use you could post it to the Google Classroom or you could email it to yourself. But either way, those are some options to download that photo. So if you need help with that, just let me know. If you prefer not to do a photo of someone that you know or yourself, then you could also pick a photo from online, maybe a celebrity or somebody. But I also have lots of photos that you are free to use as well. So what you're going to do is you are going to click Open from Computer. And you're going to find in your recent files the photo that you downloaded. And then you're going to click on it and click Open. And this is mine. So after you have opened it, you are going to add a new layer. So we're going to go up here. We're going to click Layer, New Layer. So now we have a new layer. What we want to do to get this outline, we have to actually outline our subject. So to do that, we're going to use the pen tool. Pen tool is down here. Looks like a quill, sort of. You're going to click on that. If there's pen and free pen, you want to use pen. We're going to come up here. You want to change your fill type to none. And you want to change your stroke. You want to click this red color, but we want to change that to white. It can stay at 4.4. That's fine. We're going to click this right here, this drop-down menu. And then when you go to corners, we're going to click the rounded corner because I'm assuming you're doing something like a person or animal. So you'll want rounded corners for these. Okay, so once we have all that set up, we're going to zoom in to our subject pretty closely. And if you would like to zoom in, you can just click Control plus. To zoom out, you can click Control minus. And then if you need to move around without moving the photo, you can hold down the space bar and then your mouse turns into this hand. And then you can move around. So I'm in the pen tool. I'm going to start by clicking somewhere on my person. So I'll start over here. So this is going to be where our outline starts. Now you don't want to click too far away from your first point because this is how the line will go. Although you can turn this so it's a little bit more like rounded. So if I just kind of like bring this down, you see that blue line, it starts to like curve. That's what we want. So you want to just take like small little steps around your person, your photo, whoever it is, your pet. And you just want to keep clicking. And like when you go around curves, you can just hold it down and turn it. This tool takes a little bit of it's like a learning curve kind of, which is ironic because we're using curves. But once you get the hang of it, you'll be okay. And if you end up messing up, so like let's say I'm like, oops, I did this, you can click Control Z as in zipper, and that will take you like a step back, so you won't have to like redo the entire thing. So that's really the only really important key you have to know is Control Z for this one. I'm gonna go around this whole person. This is gonna take me a little while, so I'm gonna just pause this video real quick, and then I will play it as soon as I outline him, and I'll show you what's next. So hang on. Okay, I finished outlining. When you get to the end of your outline, you just want to connect it to the spot that you. So I'll just take a step back. You want to just connect it to the original spot that you had, and then it'll just create like a shape. So once you have outlined everything, you are going to click on the Move tool, which is right up here because we don't want to accidentally outline anything else. And then we are going to double click on layer 1. So we're going to double click, like if you double click on the actual text, it's going to ask you if you want to change the text. So try to click like on the side over here. And then the layer styles comes up. So for these, we want to choose Outer Glow, which is down here at the bottom. And then you can see that it kind of does this little glow to itself, but this is in white. And if you want to change this color right here, if you click this little box, you would be able to pick any color that you want. If you want a color that's in your picture, once you're in this color picker option, your mouse turns into like a cross, kind of like a target. So if you click anywhere on your picture, it will change to that color. So that's just a fun thing. So if you really wanted a specific color, then there you go. I think I will choose like a greenish, maybe this kind of color. That's cool. So once you find the color you like, you just click OK. And then you can play around with all of these, the opacity. If you turn it all the way up, it will look more like bright. If you turn it down, it's kind of more subtle. So I guess that's up to you. You can change the size. And if you look at this little square up here, this will show you like what your outline is going to look like. So if you want like a more like, I guess, a really wide and bright glow, then you could like adjust these, but just kind of play around and see what you like. I don't know what I like. All right, once you have come to a good happy medium here, then you can go down to inner glow, which is right here in the middle. Click on inner glow, and you do the same thing. So you can change the color here. I think I used this color, something like that. And then you can play around with these, and it will kind of do the same thing to the inside of your outline. Let's see. That sounds good to me. When you're finished, you can just click OK. And then you're still going to see these blue dots, which they're not going to be there when you end up like saving this, but they're just there to show you that that's your outline. So next, if I want to kind of make this look a little bit more like cool and dramatic, I can click on my background layer. See, and those dots just went away. And I can play around with the, where are my layers up here? Oh, there they are. I can click my background layer and I can kind of play around with my, like, the colors of my picture. So just like we did in the very beginning, you can click image adjustments and you can play around with all of these that we learned about. I like to use curves on these. It just makes it look a little more dramatic. Like, I don't know why I like these. It just makes it look like a little cooler. So you can play around with these. Again, these are, I believe these are on Google Classroom from the very first time we did this. So you can go back and check out that list. But if it's not there, I'm pretty sure it's also on my website. There we go. So that's the glow. Very cool. Once you're finished, you can click File, Export as JPG, and you can submit it to Google Classroom. And just make sure you name it something that you're going to remember. So I suggest maybe glow and then your last name. I would like to replace, yes. And there you go. And then just don't forget to submit.